Well, hello everybody, and welcome to today's podcast of the Go Anteater podcast. We have another guest today, and it is Jennifer Jenkins again. She has been here before, kind of went over Anteater Advocates, but today I kind of want to take it in a different direction. So I just want to simply ask, what is one of your favorite stories, memories of ABC? It could be now, it could be early on, anything.
Oh gosh, favorite memory or stories. Let's see. There are a lot. I love ABC, and we like to look at it as a family. We're truly a family, a work family, and it's definitely the people that work with us that make it so much fun and so wonderful. We have such a fabulous group of professionals with amazing hearts, and they just love to protect and serve our community in any way they can. Let's see, favorite things. Well, I always think it's so amazing that this company started here in the DFW Metroplex out of our home,
Right.
literally when we moved here, and that just to me is great. We literally started business out of a duplex that we rented for a while, and I went to work teaching because I was a teacher
Right.
before I came into the family business and started working here, and so it was. I had the steady income being the teacher, and that's kind of scary because, teachers are so underpaid and they continue to be so underpaid. So there's my little perk for teachers out there everywhere. Let's see. One of the funny, there's a funny one, kind of funny. So when we were actually located off of the Dallas, in Dallas, over off of 35 and 635, not too far from there, we had a Christmas party. And back then, when we didn't have so many employees, as many employees as we have now, I mean, we're blessed with 230 some odd employees, and that's wonderful. But back then, it probably would be about 25, 30 where we filled the room.
Right.
It was a Christmas party, and back then, we would give out turkeys for Christmas. Literal turkeys. And so Dennis would go and buy turkeys, and each family that, worked with us would get a turkey for Christmas. You fast forward now, we have to give gift cards, and they can choose what they want. It's just so hard.
230 turkeys would be quite
It'd
a
be
few.
a lot. It would be a lot. Well, anyways, at the party, they were frozen turkeys, and Dennis was handing out the turkeys, and he was actually one of our salespeople at the time. His daughter, who was a toddler, came walking along, and as Dennis was pulling out the turkeys, and luckily he didn't hurt her, but that turkey went swinging, and that toddler went flying.
Oh, man.
And so yeah, that sticks out. That was pretty fun. I think it shocked her more than anything.
Right.
And it wasn't long after that we kind of we let the turkey thing go.
Gotcha.
Started the gift cards a whole lot safer. There are so many stories and things, but I think what I love best are the times that we are together, whether we're all together in training. We had that opportunity this year, earlier in the year, especially coming off of a 2-year pandemic.
Right.
And not really being able to see one another. I mean, we were all together for a couple of days in a training session, and we held it out at a place called Circle R Ranch out here in Denton County, and we had so much fun. It was just so good to see everybody. I think when we are able to get together like that, it's just so much fun, and it just shows the connections and friendships that we have here at work, which I think are so important in making work a special place for you, is to
Right.
be able to have those connections and friendships. So Christmas parties and picnics, company picnics. In fact, we have one coming up in September where we're going to be out at the Rough Rider Stadium with everybody, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
So I just love the people. That's my favorite thing. So one of my jobs here is to, make sure everybody gets a birthday card or an anniversary card, and I love trying to make those personal connections.
Right.
And I love. One of the other things I do is any of our ABC family members that have babies, I'm on this quest to make sure that every baby gets a personalized lovey, and I just get such joy out of that, and I think that everybody appreciates that kind of of connection, and it just makes it a lot of fun. It makes it more personal. And, and that's really my goal here, and that's something that I take very seriously, is to make those personal connections and to make everybody feel important and an important part of the ABC family. So
I think that if you asked anyone here, to besides utilizing your title and what you do for ABC, what you mean to ABC, I think a lot of the ABC family will echo the fact that you are truly one of the heart. You're the heart of ABC. You kind of drive that culture. And that's something that I've always admired in you and seen in you, and definitely showed me how I need to do that whenever I'm cognitively thinking in the world of making sure that that's a big piece of my mission too, and it is, because people are very dear to my heart. Real fast on the Christmas stories, one of the funniest ones I will ever remember is whenever Dee Dee, so Mama Jenkins, who is Dennis's mom, this was one of Mary Margaret's, who is my wife, one of her first times of actually being at a Christmas party. And Dee Dee conned Mary Margaret into stealing, essentially, the entire dessert tray. And whenever she started walking out with it, you were like, "Hey, Sandra, we don't need that." And she goes, "Well, Mary Margaret told me it's okay." Mary Margaret will never forget it. It was the time that she told me is very memorable from that Christmas party, was having Dee Dee essentially throw her under the bus about taking these treats home with her, because we all know that Dee Dee has a sweet tooth, and she really wanted those. That to me is just one of those funny stories from Christmas. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in today for the podcast, the Go Anteater podcast. I hope that you stay tuned for the next episode that we'll have coming out. Thank you again, everybody. Cheers.
ABC Home and Commercial Services.